Where had we landed? Had we done a navigation mistake and landed in Morocco? The Isla Graciosa, where we found a calm anchorage after 4.5 day crossing from Portimao in Portugal, certainly made this impression on us. Continuing along Lanzarote's surreal seeming Mars-like coast, we headed to the anchorage of Playa Blanca. Here we met up with Arno and Susanne from our home sailing club. They took us on an island excursion on which we learned a lot about Lanzarote's landscape history. On return, we took both of them on a sailing tour to Fuerteventura the next day, where we were chased out of the harbor of Coralejo to anchor out on the rolliest anchorage of the entire journey. El Rosario surprised us with its urban art scene and supplied us with all steel parts we needed to construct a new Bimini. In Gran Canaria, we combined a boat supply trip with having a look at the mountainous island. Our trip to Tenerife was amazing. We were able to record dolphin and whale communication below Thula.
Leo, what are you doing at the moment?
We're making our new Bimini.
And what are you knitting at the moment?
Knitting some, I don't know what do you call it, some straps.
These things?
For making them safe, the Bimini safe in strong winds. Maybe say it like that.
So, this is our morning view here on Tenerife. We have a very clear view directly onto the Teide, the volcano. And what is for breakfast today? Using our last milk, our last eggs. Pancakes! So, I hope they'll turn out good. Whoop. Also making some tea here.
Okay, check out our new Bimini. We bought Nairo stuff and we had a little bit of this white thing from La Rochelle left, and this is how it looks like. And this is how it looks like from above. Yeah. Jana is finishing the corners. And then we have a €150 Bimini. Good, ne? Plenty bananas. Banana plantation. Also on the other side. And hot house there.
Whoops. Lots of rocks here. It's really hot. I already said to Ilya, this is a little bit like a stone desert. La Gomera is the Isle of Reservoirs, as it has the largest amount of water per inhabitant in the entire Canary Island archipelago. The island has 37 dams to retain some of the precipitation to supply the needs demanded by agricultural and human use on an island where rainfall is scarce. Coming with the mist of the trade winds, the water is filtered under the forest summits and is then collected in aquifers. Especially the Gran forest, a goal for many hikers and also our goal for the day, is referred to as La Gomera's water factory or green sponge. Hello?
Hola.
Can we have a ride?
Yes. Where do you want to go?
To the waterfall.
To the
But we forgot our swimming suit.
Oh, no problem. Come inside. Hola.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Geologie, aber jetzt gerade Ozean
Ja.
Also nicht richtig Ozeanographe.
Ooh, up. A little bit muddy. Put on the wrong shoes today. I actually have my sneakers in the car. Didn't expect this. A little bit muddy. It's really cool. It's a little bit like a forest where you would expect some trolls to come around. Oh, a lot of moss here. Really nice. And look at these leaves up here. So big. That's what I was waiting for. Some green, finally. No more stones. Have a look. With a little imagination, La Gomera looks like a giant juice squeezer, with the central plateau, Canaries, being the pointed part, while the radial ravines run down from here, which are the grooves that the juice runs down. La Gomera has its own language. If you hear it for the first time, you get the impression that there are two birds communicating with each other. The language has a complex vocabulary of over 4,000 whistled words, which can be heard up to 4 kilometers. In recent times, as a result of various possible means of communication, the survival of this whistle language is endangered. A reaction to this fact was that since 2000, Silbo has been made an obligational subject in school. Since 2009, it has been put on the UNESCO list of World Cultural Heritage. Good morning! We have finally left La Gomera. It was pretty hard to leave, I must say, because it was such a nice harbor with so nice people, very communicative. Actually, we wanted to get some work done, but yeah, we did get some done, but a lot of the things are still on our list, just because it was so nice, nice company. Yeah, we're out here out of the harbor, and ahead of us is the Teide, and going to make a little turn around La Gomera to then go to La Palma, which is around 50-55 nautical miles, I think, away. And north of La Gomera there are some special rock formations which are formed like pipes in a church, which you make music on, and that's what I really want to see. Hope we can get very close. So let's have a look.
Route raus, der Spaß beginnt.
Bye bye La Gomera. Not to confuse with Las Palmas. I wonder how many tourists land in, or how many people it has occurred to that they have landed on the wrong island or at the wrong place. Very confusing.
El Quiero. That's the island El Quiero, where we will go in a week or so when our new member arrives.
Good morning. We are taking a day off today from all the preparations that we have to do for the Atlantic crossing, and have rented a car. We're going to the mountains to do some hiking, stretch our legs a little bit, and right now we're just passing all the banana plantations here that we are surrounded by, and I'm very nosy what it's going to be like up there. It's supposed to be very nice hiking here. So let's have a look. Morning, Ilya. Where are we going?
Going hiking! Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, bump.
Oh. Right now we're just hiking in the rainforest in the northeastern part of La Palma, and it's so green here. I didn't expect this, and we're just, for beginners, we're taking a path for 2.5 kilometers up to a viewpoint, and yeah, it's just so green. Something you should really do. It's very close to Los Tilos, and if you turn around here, you can see the clouds. Really cool.
Oh, it's quite hard for us as well to go up here, yeah.
Enjoy it while you can, yes. Thank you. Yay! Oh, es ist stark hier, guck mal. Wow. Oh, schade, dass man nicht sieht heute. weather forecast for the next weeks?
The weather forecast is quite perfect actually. Well, except of the wave height. But yeah, well, we're gonna roll anyway, so it doesn't matter. And it looks like we don't have to get so far south. So we're gonna try to go more or less a direct way. We're gonna go sail until 20 degrees north first, and then turn on a direct course to Barbados, because the trade winds are blowing pretty constant at the moment, and there is a high pressure system over the Azores.
You want to show me?
Which blows us, hopefully, yeah, hang on, blows us, hopefully, directly to Barbados.
One last hike to stretch our legs in the beautiful Caldera de Taburiente. One last meal of shrimps. After a day of hiking, my absolute favorite. Noodles with the best shrimp sauce and big fat shrimps. Really silk. And all made by Italy. One last layer of varnish on Thula's superstructure. One last shopping tour for fresh vegetables and fruit, and last but not least, the rig check. But what was that? When Ilya pulled me up the mast, I inspected that about half of the strands had broken out of 2 side shrouds. What now? Would we still make it over the Atlantic in time? Where will we get 2 spare shrouds from? A lot of questions to be answered in our next episode. We hope you enjoyed traveling the lush green subtropical islands of La Gomera and La Palma with us. Stay tuned to see if we could solve our rigging problem in time to still do an Atlantic crossing in 2019. If you would like to support us on our sailing adventure, making and improving our videos so we can share our experiences, have a look at our homepage and also our Patreon account to see how you can do so. See you next time!